Oh, good. It was dog poo, but it was a giant pine cone in the leaves. That worked out. I'm not in a mood to step in dog poo. It's definitely winter, although it looks like fall. I mean, there's no snow. Yeah, I don't have anything. They're so bold. And actually, right here is where Working Moms was filmed. Are you guys a fan of Working Moms? That bench right there was in one of the last episodes. It was all here, and I was like doo walking along, hoping to catch their eye. Love that show. Well, speaking of celebrities and famous folk, guess who else walks here? Andie MacDowell. I think y'all know who she is. Well, if you don't, look her up. But I'm a big fan of her work, of what she stands for, of her position on aging with confidence and no apology, and that aging is still beautiful and you don't have to totally muck around with everything in order to be beautiful. You can still have silver strands, you can have lines on your face, and all the things. So I met her here. I observed her for a year and a half, didn't want to hassle her. And then one night it was just perfect and there was no one else around. And so I just was like, I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt and just say, like, what a fan I am. Anyway, and I always tend to err on the side of not harassing celebrities because I just feel like it would be a drag to not walk the earth and be able to have privacy and to just be constantly feeling like you're on or being observed. I just think it would be so brutal, especially for like the top A-listers that can't even live a normal life at all. So anyway, she's obviously living in the area for a film that she's working on, but we had like this spontaneous 7-minute conversation, and we shared about loss, about addiction with loved ones in our family. We shared, like, it was insane, actually. It was like we shared about so many things in 7 minutes flat. And she was very complimentary. She was very real, quirky, and honest. And then was like, okay, well, I got to tucker this one out. And so then she had her little dog with her and just off she went into the night, into the evening air. And I was like, did that just happen? It was really wild. I also have another really funny story about William H. Macy, but that's for another day. Anyway, it was great. It was really great. It was like a genuine connection, which is what you wouldn't really normally get from a celebrity, because why would you? They want to just live their life, right? So I'm kind of a floating head in this video, but anyway, I can't seem to sort myself out with a tripod, and I just feel like I have a moment and I wanted to just say hi and just sort of take you through my park, which is a very special place for me. It was my absolute solace in the times of COVID, and I don't think I missed a day. I might have missed one day in a couple years. I've never been so good or diligent about anything in my life other than coffee in the morning. I will never, ever screw that up. But walking, however, in Canada especially, and in the times of COVID, you can find all the reasons to not. And fundamentally, I knew that it was my only hope to survive it. And so it and I, these bodies, these entities, these beautiful spirits that come through in the trees. I know, I just said all that and I mean it. They saved my life, honestly. It's like Mother Nature was holding me pretty hard, and she still does. She still does, even in all her looks. And this isn't my favorite look, but I'll never forget my friend Colette. Long ago, when we lived together back in Victoria, BC, she was like, oh, you don't like the naked trees? I'm like, no, they're like depressing and, spindly or whatever. And she's like, no, they're so beautiful. And architectural and textural, and I was like, huh, and I went on my merry way, and it never left me. And I always thought, no, she's right. And the artist that she is, had such a good eye for beauty in all its manifestations. And so I guess that's kind of my through line on this one, and Andie MacDowell ties into it beautifully. So yeah, okay, thanks for watching. Okay, and also don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss my updates. That would be fine with me, and I do appreciate you watching. Thank you.